Are you folks the artisans?
Yeah.
Oh, I love you guys so much. Huge fan. There was a different gentleman here last year, right? It wasn't you, was it?
I was over in Coliseum.
Oh, okay. And there was
My brother's downstairs. It could have been him. He was in that building over there, though, wasn't
He
he?
was in the first one to the left over there.
Oh.
Oh, very
Yeah,
cool.
it wasn't all cabs, it was
They don't
like
have
big
it over there
rods.
either.
Did he bring any of that stabilized Alicia?
He's directly under us.
Okay, I gotta go bug him.
Yeah, yeah. There's an elevator right there if you don't want to go down the steps.
I was right. It is the bike.
Very nice. Oh wow, I've never seen the brown version. Is the gentleman who kind of coined this material still alive? You're the man.
Well, this is my dad. That's his mine. So there's, he calls that's his new claim.
Nice.
So his dad is the one that claimed my buffalo first, right?
I think he was first around the
So my grandpa, but grandpa passed away
Here's,
a few years ago.
here's the big piece of the rug.
Oh wow. Can I trouble you to hold a piece? Oh, thank you so much. Were you working for the gentleman downstairs last year? You might not remember me, but I bought a bunch of the Alicia.
Yep.
And you did all the checkout.
Yep.
Beautiful material. You're so blessed to have such an amazing
Here's a piece of
turquoise
white
family. Yikes! Oh my! Is that straight from the earth, not tumbled or anything?
No, it's just cleaned up. Right out there, we just polished the top off.
If you don't mind me asking, how do you clean
I
it?
had another guy do this, so.
Does you think he just takes his time with like a Dremel, a Fordham tool or something?
Yeah, he just took time and look, you feel that thing, how smooth it is.
Oh, thank you. Oh wow, super gemmy.
It's just really rare with all that nuggets in it. That's why I had him fix it.
Has the material that you have over here that has the brown and the manila in there, is that relatively new? Or has that been coming out for a while?
Oh, it's new.
I've never seen it before.
That's just different. It's just different. Totally different.
I like it.
Daddy, where
The manila buffalo.
Yeah.
Very cool.
And then this one over here we call the black
yelling for
buffalo.
eating it in here. We're not supposed to eat anything.
This stuff right here.
Is it a Veracite?
It's Veracite.
Very nice.
It's in the exact same area the white buffalo comes out of.
Yikes.
See it how it polishes?
Stunning.
And that claim is called black buffalo.
Is it relatively new, or have you? Well, it's the
Oh,
same
new,
place.
brand new.
Oh, brand new.
And this is the blackjack mine. The new mine. Blackjack. A little bit of that's left.
It's probably been selling like crazy.
Been good.
Do you mind if I have a card?
Go ahead.
Probably one of the most famous families in turquoise here in America. Owners of the Royston Mine, White Buffalo,
Tree Frog, Broken Arrow, Easter Blue, Candelaria Hills Big Nugget, White Buffalo, White Lightning. How many more?
70.
What is this?
Yeah.
This almost looks like the...
It is. That's this. Yeah, it's the lion's paw with the turquoise, but I think this also has the metal matrix inside of it.
Ooh, what is this?
I beg your pardon? What is this?
That's the what do you call it? Rosarita. It's actually just the slag from the beat the gold bars. And that's just
Leftover?
different colors. That's just got some white in it.
Oh,
So I
wow.
cut it that way so it have the colors in it.
Fantastic. If you don't mind me asking, what kind of machine do you like to use?
Well, I use cab cutter, cab
Cap
key.
King.
Oh, Cap King.
Image Cap King.
Some
I like
people,
it. For the price, it's the best. How do you get to it?
Did you know?
nice. Some beautiful slag glass. This kind of looks like purple spiny oyster.
That must have just gotten hit like that.
Yeah.
It's pretty. These are all pears.
I have a nice video on making pears if anyone is interested. I use double-sided tape. It's really simple. It's not perfect. Well, I guess it's as perfect as you want it to be, but some people like to glue them together. I use double-sided tape and it works just fine. $4 for a bag of Apache tears? Can't beat that. Somebody had to pick them all up. I could...
Are these edible?
No. This is one of the most famous families in the whole United States for turquoise.
Yes.
I could stay here all day showing off the famous artisan material, but there's just so much to see. We're gonna keep going. $1 a carat, so that's $5 a gram. Not bad for the world famous turquoise. It's even backed, so you know it's gonna be durable and probably outlive us all. That's the plan, man. I wonder if this is organic. It almost looks like a block Sonora Sunrise. Very cool. I beg your pardon. When you make the crosses, do you get the shape 100% on the saw? Like, do you use like a flat lapper or something?
I start out with a stone that's like,
She wanted little ones.
oh no,
Jade.
like this shape. And I will take it with my wheels and I will notch out the corners
On the wheel.
on the wheel.
Oh, wow.
So I'll just take it and do, like, if this was my wheel, I would take and notch out the corner, turn it, notch out this corner for the arm of the cross, then I'll come down and I'll notch out this for the bottom of the cross, and I'll just turn around and do the same thing
Wow.
on my mills. Yep.
Impressive. I would have thought you used like a ring saw or maybe like
Oh,
a
no.
diamond band saw. A lot of people who try to use just regular tile saws usually get lines on the
Right.
side that they
Right.
try to cut out.
Nope, I do it all on the wheel. So I start out with the bigger piece, but then that's what I end up with. So.
Thank you so
And I
much.
do everything by hand. My stuff is not put on sticks whatsoever.
Oh, wow.
I do it all freehand.
You lost a lot of finger skin and fingernails over the years, huh?
Ain't got nothing more. So.
Thank you folks so much. Huge fan of your family.
So this is like a family.
Oh yeah.
Why does it smell like shit on Champa in this building?
Well, there's a lot of folks who are burning it. Some of the world famous some white buffalo. They own the mine, and it's one of the most famous materials in America.
Why? What makes it a white buffalo?
Well, it's a lot of people will call it a white turquoise, but it's not. And it's just historical. They fantastic marketing. Native Americans love to cut it. It's all over Santa Fe and Albuquerque. You can't walk down the plaza without seeing hundreds and hundreds of pieces of it. I beg your pardon. Is this bag pre-weighed, or is it just kind of rough?
No, it's just it's not pre-weighed.
Do you happen to know the price for the pound?
That's my father-in-law. I don't know. He told me what it was.
Have you ever tried to cut anything yet?
Yeah, I have.
Do you have a nice collection for yourself?
Yeah, I have a tray of stones over there.
Oh wow, I want to see them. That you all cut all by yourself?
I did all these by myself.
Fantastic. What's your favorite material to cut? Oh, you did this heart.
Yeah.
And you just used the corners of the wheels? You didn't use a V wheel or anything?
No.
Very nice. Well, you come from the best, so you're going to be one of the best.
The favorite one out of here is that one and that one.
Is this the Black Buffalo?
Grandpa, is this the
Nice.
frog?
You did a great job. You're better than most. And better than most want to be.
$275 a pound. $275 a pound.
Yeah, what kind of material is it?
Oh, that's something from New Mexico. Or from Mexico.
Oh, nice. Is this the Alicia stuff?
I
Tough to tell. I'm not trying to force a name out of you, brother.
yeah, no, I.
Might have to come back for this fat girl. Thank you so much.
What?
Oh yeah, let's slap it on there.
Zero this sucker out. What the, I wonder if it's on pounds. 2.6 pounds.
Nice. Feels so much heavier.
It does, it does. That it does.
It's 2.6. It's good. Oh,
So,
570, close to there maybe.
that's like 566. Like 566 bucks for that.
Nice. What a deal. Are you also kin to the Artisan family?
Yeah, I'm married. I married into it.
Very nice. I beg your pardon, sir. Does this say $8?
Yeah, I believe that's what that is, $8.
I couldn't tell if it was 8 or 80 because it could be either one and still be a
Yeah.
good price. I'll take both of these, please, for now, and I'll come back for this one a little bit later in the show.
$18.
All right, folks, here are the two pieces that I ended up buying at this point in the video from the Artisan family. This first piece was $10. It does have some deeper cracks going through the sides. It is super stabilized, and for the color, I don't think it was the best deal. It was definitely very much a retail price at $10, but it is Artisan material, and I'll at least be able to get 3 or 4 times my money back. So it wasn't a loss, that's for sure. The second piece is what really interested me for $8. I could tell from the bottom where it's so black that it was probably just like a surface turquoise, like the color was just on the surface of the material, but I thought it would be worth buying and cutting it just to see, to make sure. I didn't have any water and they didn't have any spray bottles for me to really tell at their booth, but for $8 I thought it was definitely worth buying and it would be fun to cut for you folks. So I'm going to take the time and slice it up with you right here. Looks really nice, and as I thought, there is nothing on the inside. But it would be very easy for me to just polish the outside very gently, leave it like a half nugget, half polished, like cabs out of this material, and I would easily be able to make maybe 10 times the money back on this particular piece. I've seen these being sold on online gem shows for like 10, 15 bucks each. They gotta be like $1 or 50 cents.
Yeah,
at
it's
like,
just
no, jeez. Pretty small compared to most years. It's still pretty nice. I don't know if I like live in New York or something, if I would drive all the way down to Denver just for this show, but being that I'm in Taos, it's so close, it's totally worth it. Look at this, they put the bug in there. They make a vat and you lose a lot of amber if it is real amber, not a resin, And they'll throw in bumblebees, and sometimes they'll put them together like they're mating or something. And then they kind of cut it to make it look like a piece of a tree. It's cute. It's got to be a cicada, right? Do you like bugs? I love bugs. Here's some more super soche from Brazil. Or maybe it's just amethyst with a hematite cap. Could be wrong. Have you ever had a lollipop that had a scorpion or a bug inside of it?
Yes, definitely have.
Howdy. Hey. How you doing? Doing great.
I think I love it with the scorpion.
Nice. Some titanium plated turtles, skulls and hearts. I wonder what these look like non-plated. I don't think I've ever seen them without being plated. This is the turtle.
Like a wand?
Oh, these are massage wands. You can find these in Sid's, made out of nephrite jade, and they'll charge like $70 for them. And you can get them made in, like, you know, Hong Kong for like less than $1 if you buy like 1,000.
And shit, so
I don't think it's about it's not magic. It's just like a massage thing.
I guarantee if you put all your pressure on my body with that, it will bend.
It's definitely made out of some kind of pot metal. But it's nice. They're cute. They sell them for so much money at like grocery stores and Whole Foods and bougie grocery stores. Here's some nice Larimar in all different qualities. I really like the greens and the whites. Everybody's after that blue. Ah, this looks nice. Definitely heavily coated in petroleum. Looks like aquamarine. Is that red jasper or is it bamboo coral? Doesn't quite look like Mediterranean. Lots and lots of beads. Same sign as the vendor down there. Perhaps they are working together. That happens a lot, especially in the bead world. They'll have multiple booths right next to each other. Sometimes people will like to separate between different sections of the show because not everybody gets to go around and look at all of the show. I love the garnets. I don't wear a lot of beads. I don't think round beads really look good on me, but I am a sucker for garnets. Garnet beads, they're really affordable. During the Tucson show, I can get something about this size for maybe $6 or $7 a strand. I like to double them up and make extra long ones. I usually end up getting drunk and giving them away though. Gotta love the pearls. There's a fun story that I heard about pearls. I'm not 100% sure if it's true. I heard that for thousands of years that mostly men wore pearls, especially in India. And there's all kinds of pictures of the Maharaji and all those kind of guys wearing pearls, hundreds of pearls. And I hear that there was a queen who took over after the king passed, and she started wearing the pearls kind of as a show of I'm gonna wear the pants. And that helped females to kind of get into pearls. But also it was Coco Chanel of the Chanel like perfume and all of that stuff who started wearing pearls. That really started, you know, the look of pearls on women. I heard that she used to wear a long, such a long strand she had to like layer it over her own neck, that they broke at a party or something. I wish I could tell the story a little bit better, but Coco Chanel, a lot of people think, got the pearl started in today's era. Check these out, my friends. A lot of you folks may know, and a lot of you folks might not know, that this is howlite. A lot of folks will sell this as white buffalo. These folks are selling it as howlite, which is very respectable. This is also the material that is the most common material that is dyed to make like an artificial turquoise and whatnot. Kind of looks like white buffalo. The matrix is not the same. But gotta love the howlite. I actually don't mind cutting white howlite. I've had some nice big nodules in the past. I think I might even have a video here on YouTube of cutting the howlite nodules. And this, like I was saying earlier, is the African turquoise. It's not a turquoise at all. Yep, here you go. It is a jasper. But it doesn't go by any other names that I'm familiar with. It's African turquoise, not a hydrated silicon phosphate. Can you say hydrated silicon phosphate 3 times fast?
Hydrated silicon phosphate, hydrated silicon phosphate, hydrated silicon phosphate.
That wasn't fast enough to make me happy.
I still get paid. Look at that.
It's actually not broken and just carved like that.
Yeah. I love that shit. It's like,
No price on this one.
well, you mind?
Probably super negotiable.